Bro, how many years was he in the Shield where this man barely talked? So you judging his overall, like, okay, he ain't have it, because when you're compared, like, say if I've been in the game for 10 years, but for 5 or 6 years I didn't talk, and then I'm cold after talking for the last 3, you're going to always think I barely didn't have it because I barely was showing it to you. And then even the times when he did, y'all know good and well, what was it, 2014, 15, Vince in his prime, I ain't going to say in his prime, but better than the prime he is now. Because that man had about 2-3 primes, as much stuff he done had redone, but you feel me? He a little bit better in the brain, put it like that. A little bit better in the brain. Look at all that cookie cutter stuff he had him and Seth Reed. Seth done had some dry lines. Y'all tripping, bro. If you tell me these dudes didn't have some cookie cutter stuff that they were saying. Ryback, all of them. I used to be looking at some of the promos, they be saying, like, dude, this big 250 swole man, you got this man saying this. Like some of them lines, suffering, succotash. Bro, you really think he would have had Undertaker say that match, bro? That's on Vince. I always trying to look for the next Hogan. Like I was watching this Roman Reigns. What was it? Villains turn to beloved heroes turn to villains. Had the belt on Bruce Sammartino for 7 years. Then Hogan for like WrestleMania for like I think he WrestleMania for like 7 out of 9 first WrestleManias. He always looking for that new guy to translate because the kids buy a lot of the product. Even though us fans, the older adults, we cry a lot on the YouTube, the kids be the one who spend the money really because the parents spend for the kids. You got to think about it. Which one gonna sell the most? A kid gonna buy, adult gonna buy a pay-per-view maybe. Well, not really because you got Peacock. So adult gonna buy the network once it be done, and buy what? A T-shirt, 2 tops within a month. A kid has brothers. A kid has siblings. A kid loves different color patterns and color waves. They also like merch, wristbands, baby little hairnet little things. I think she gonna go face again one day. Watch. I feel it. If she don't leave WWE, she gonna turn back into the hugger. Maybe not that version, but in some type of form of version. Some face version. I think she gonna grow her hair back out though. And get more relatable to the kids. Because Vince don't realize. He been missing. Vince, he knows. Because when he look at merch, and social media network like views per video, like how they check to see who's hot, which videos like that people watch the most from their sites. They overall view all of that, and he can tell his pop with Bailey is getting low, even with Io and whatchamacallit. And that's slick on WWE too. They should have booked Io stronger on the main roster first. That way the Japanese audience from NXT could immediately connect directly, like straight back with her the minute they see her. But instead, they just threw her straight in the group and were just hoping that the fans just knew exactly who she was from NXT. And I'm happy I knew, and I was watching NXT because if I didn't, I would have been lost like them. The average person still to this day don't really know who Io is from NXT. You gotta think about it. She looked a little bit different. She looked better in NXT to me. Her gear looked better in NXT. She wrestled better in NXT. To me, that's just me personally. Even the way she's presented on TV was better. To me, even though she won a title. Title's not everything, bro. Like I keep telling y'all, Edge was a better wrestler as an Intercontinental Champion. Edge was a better wrestler as a Tag Team Champion with Christian. Edge was a better wrestler before he won the main title. Because then he started doing all them dirty, underhanded tactics to get it. See, as a Roman fan, we at least got to see him doing great wrestling even as a heel, even as a face. His matches be bomb. Even that match with Cody, it was bomb. And most of y'all only crying about the ending. If they had the ending went another way, we wouldn't even be talking about him right now. We wouldn't even be talking about the match still currently probably. It'd be a classic and we'd be moving on. Ready for our next meal. You feel me? Ready for our next dish to be served. Trying to get some more contenders for the next classic. We got another pay-per-view on the way. I don't even see how people still talking about WrestleMania anyway. Unless you're giving it credit. I don't see how we're going back and dogging anything that happened at WrestleMania. Well, Vince McMahon himself said it was the highest gross-selling WrestleMania of all time. There ain't nothing to be said, bro. And he main evented it. Rating I could care less about a rating if the boss happy. It ain't my company. Us fans care so much about ratings that we don't affect really. If you went outside right now and recruited 30 people in your neighborhood and told them all to watch TV, how much is 30 people going to change in your city out of an entire state globally? You see what I'm saying? You can only do so much as a fan. Like, I'd rather get a whole network of people like a Japanese market by getting EO involved, or a whole market of people, a whole subscription bucket of people, not just well, I'll put the title on Cody tonight to make Walt happy. Like, no, I'm not. I don't care about one person and his 20, 30 other people with him. You feel me? I'm trying to make millions happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that bag. Period. And Vince ain't putting, bro. Y'all gotta remember, bro. If y'all gonna cry wolf about Cody, then please make me a new video crying wolf about Booker T getting pimped. Please make me a new video about all the other WCW wrestlers who couldn't even get mid-card titles for years at one point because they came from WCW, bro. I'm not trying to hear that. Booker T came in the door as a 5-time champion, had to reinvent himself after that stuff with Austin where he dropped him on his back. Seriously, he became a comedy gimmick. He never was. I don't even remember Harlem Heat. Even though his debut was supposed to be bought in a poker card game and all that, he still was never presented as a comedy show, except when he went to WWE. Now, I'm sure he enjoyed some of it with him and Goldust and Whoop-de-Woo, but still, a 5-time heavyweight champion will be taken more serious than that, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Cody coming in with mid-card titles, and y'all fire Vince. Y'all want the company to be folded over a mid-carder, bro. Like, y'all better stop it, bro. He was no Benoit. He's no Booker before they got put on. He was no Eddie. Unless, make me a video where you can tell me Cody Rhodes lines up with Eddie Guerrero before he got the title put on him. If you can tell me where it could be some similarities, because I think Eddie Guerrero is a better worker, better charisma, better personality, and the story was better too. Guerrero won for an entire generational set of Guerreros. Cody, bro, it's just 2 of y'all. And both of y'all are mid-carders. It's 3 of y'all, not counting yourself. Pops, brother, and you. All y'all mid-carders. All y'all. So if you was to never win a title, why would I ever cry if you never did it when you came from mid-carders? You was born from a mid-carder, bro. So if you never won an ouch, Guerrero put on a whole country of or whatever of his people by him winning it. You know how many Guerreros there is in wrestling? Wasn't Eddie Guerrero like a 3rd, 4th generation or something like that? 2nd? Man, y'all better go do the history, bro. Eddie Guerrero's story was bigger than Cody's. Benoit's story was bigger than Cody's. RVD story winning the heavyweight title. The way Triple H tried to keep him down and the others down for so many years was bigger than Cody's. It's like, bro, if you gonna cry, can we go back and cry about the others? Shoot, I just watched Drew chase down the Usos and Sammy and Solo with a chair because he got cheated out of his championship, I think, in Solo debut at Clash of the Castle, and he never got a rematch. Been happy, working hard, in the mid-card with Sheamus, putting on bangers. He ain't none of his fans crying. And he been here the whole time. Well, I ain't gonna say the whole time, but for at least for years. Cody ain't even been here for a year. And it's this much outrage? All right, bro. Just say that's your baby and you take it that way. Because no, bro, we ain't doing all that, bro. We ain't doing all that. Sorry.